What's going on, guys? WhiteFox1225 here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Division. We got some news on the season pass and all the updates and DLC that's going to come this year. Really surprising Ubisoft released this, but also a really, great move that I'm excited about. So we're just going to talk about all those releases in the video. So first off, we have a free update coming at the beginning of April, and it's going to add an endgame activity designed for squad play, challenge teams of 4 players to face high-level unstoppable enemies for high-level loot. Now, that's just a direct quote from them, but obviously this is going to be a raid. People have been asking for raids in the Division for a while. People were hoping they were going to be in the game, and when it was announced that there weren't going to be raids, people were pretty disappointed, but it looks like coming in April, we'll have the first raid, and then some more raids coming later on. Also, this update will have loot trading, and keep in mind, again, this is a free update. Then in May, we'll have a second free update that adds a new Dark Zone feature. No idea what that is, but I'm really hoping it's a regular multiplayer match, like a 5-on-5, something like that. But they said in a quote it's going to change the way the Dark Zone works. Maybe they saw in the beta people weren't digging the Dark Zone too much, so they're going to change it up. But with that free update, we'll also get a new incursion, and that's what they call raids in the game. And it's going to take place in Columbus Circle, which is kind of an iconic spot in New York. After that, guys, we're going to have 3 paid DLCs coming, and you can get these. I would assume you can buy them individually, although they didn't say. You can also get them with the season pass, and then if you buy the gold or collector's edition of the game, you're going to get them for free. So in June, we have the underground expansion, and that's going to send you to hunt enemies in a vast maze of tunnels of subway systems that run under Manhattan. No real details. I'm thinking maybe that's a solo edition, because they didn't mention grouping at all. But of course, you could probably play all the missions with groups, but it's a more story-oriented DLC, I would expect. Then next, in late summer, we're going to have survival, and that's going to challenge you to survive for as long as possible in a very hostile environment while gathering supplies and equipment. This sounds kind of cool because it sounds like you're going to have to get food and water maybe, and other supplies, and it's going to make the game a little bit more of a survival game, at least in that one area. So pretty pumped for that DLC. And then we have Last Stand, which will arrive in the winter, and that's going to challenge players with a new relentless threat. And then in the trail, we got a little bit of a look at it. It looks like you're going to be building a base, and it kind of looks like a third-person tower defense game where you're setting up defenses and then waves of enemies are coming at you. I think that's going to be a great DLC to play with some friends, and I'm pretty excited about that one too. Now, the season pass is going to be set at $40, and it's going to come with a couple of things. It's going to come with those 3 major expansions we talked about before. It's going to come with a sawed-off shotgun that you can play with. Regular content drops. I'm going to assume that means you get extra guns or gear. Not quite sure though. Season pass bonus events, maybe in the Dark Zone or something, it looks like. And then exclusive outfits. I think we've seen some of them, like a firefighter one, and a National Guard one, a police officer one. Things like that you get at launch. I'm really happy that Ubisoft released this stuff before the game was actually dropped, because I think a lot of people are tired of paying for a season pass when they don't know how good the DLC is going to be or what the DLC is going to be at all. So this is also a move that Bethesda did with Fallout. I think a lot of people are going to move towards this, and I'm pretty happy about it. They also mentioned briefly that there's going to be some new features added throughout the year, and they did name some of them. So first off, we have loot trading coming with the first free update like we talked about. There's going to be more gear sets, or new gear sets. There's going to be, quote, much more free content, new Dark Zone features, and hopefully that takes care of some of the complaints I had with the Dark Zone. Daily assignments, which is a common thing for MMO, so daily, tasks, and you get rewarded for them. Weekly assignments, which is the same thing, so weekly, more weapons, Dark Zone events, which are kind of like, big PvP events, maybe with special loot, and then a challenge mode, not quite sure what that is, maybe it's like an arena or something, not quite sure, but pretty excited about all those things. And on top of that, you're going to get all this content for free, and you can pay $40 to get all of those DLCs. I think that's a really great amount of content for just $40, so pretty excited to actually get my hands in game and play this when the game comes out later in March. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Division stuff. If you liked the video, make sure to go ahead and hit the like. You can check out my social media in the description below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.